How Reagan hurt the middle class. Woo! This is gonna people. You're such a liberal now, Josh. I'm not a liberal. I'm far from it. I'm a Pat Buchananite. Let's just put it that way. Far from a liberal. But we gotta call a spade when the truth is out there. And I'm gonna show you the truth there. I'm like, look, dude. I've always been a Buchananite. I mean, not when I was growing up. I hated Reagan. I mean, I had an American flag upside down in my room. My mom was crying when Reagan was elected in 1980. We're all gonna die. My first vote was for freaking Mike Dukakis. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and then I changed, and so I went Pat Buchananite and Perot I liked, but Buchanan I liked a lot more because he had a sense of American populism. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. He wasn't afraid of social issues. Perot was, I'm not touching social issues. Then I went kind of libertarian because Bob Dole sucked in 96. I actually voted for Harry Brown in 1996. I think I did vote for Bush reluctantly. I think I was campaigning for Steve Forbes. I think I did reluctantly vote for Bush. And then after September 11th, I was like, oh, Bush is good. I fell for it. I fell for it, man. It's just so embarrassing how I fell for it. Anyway, but I've always been a populist righty, you know what I'm saying? And as such, but we've always felt Ronald Reagan was the cat's meow. I'm going to prove to you, it's just the numbers, man. So we're reading this right here, current population report right here from the Census Bureau. Net worth and asset ownership of households 1998 and 2000. I love stuff like this. I don't know why. We just got so much data sets on here. All these papers, so much. Look at that, actually. We got just so much. It's so fun. I love it. I love doing this. I love doing videos on it. I love reading this. I can do this till freaking cows come home. It's just freaking fantastic. So thank you for being here. And don't forget to smash. All right. I have anti-abortion. We shouldn't be promoting LGBT silent P. We shouldn't be 100% Second Amendment. There should be no restrictions on firearms of any kind. I love God. And I love his son Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to call me a Christian nationalist, I stand convicted and proudly convicted for sure. I'm not a left-wing guy at all. When it comes to populism, though, I do think that the markets that we've all been led to believe are all that they're going to solve all the world problems. I absolutely don't agree with that at all because we see it. It just doesn't. We saw what happened during COVID. We let the businesses take over. Okay, and then we have no say in it. But check this out. This is our median net worth right here. Right there. Median net worth. Now, again, this is in the year 2000. So this is being measured in $2,000. In 1984, the median net worth in American households was $50,000. By the time that Bush and Reagan left office, it was $43,000. And again, that's measured in real dollars, in $2,000. We lost $7,000. The median, that means 50% have more, 50% have less. We lost 14%, not a purchasing power, of actual asset value. The median net worth lost 14% under Reagan and Bush. How else can you argue that? You can't say, well, the one thing you can say, which is huge too, by the way, is easier to find work than it was during Carter and Nixon. But was it that easy? It's not like it is today. Still wasn't easy to find jobs during Reagan. Don't forget, we had the worst recession since the Great Depression from 1980 to 1982. Yeah, there was more work, I'll grant you, but it wasn't easy to find jobs, and a lot of the work that we were accustomed to in the 50s, 60s, 70s was being shipped overseas. Look, all this started under Carter. Carter was a deregulation maven. Nixon, he's the one who set us up on China, without question. And so what does that do? It led to supposed free markets that we were the only one stifled by. Everyone else was like, all right, hey, if you want to kill yourself, by all means do it. We're gonna send our manufacturing job. You're gonna send us your manufacturing jobs, and we're gonna send you the stuff we build, and your economy will be sucking wind 50, 60 years from now. If you want to destroy your own economy, like Europe's doing now, more power to you. And you can see it right there. Median net worth, $50,000 and $2,000. You know what the median net worth was, according to Grok, in 1975? $80,000, $80,000 and $2,000. I just asked Grok. I said, Grok, what was the median net worth? No, is Grok wrong? I don't know. Was the median net worth in the 1970s? Grok says in 1975, the median net worth In the $1975 between 20 and 25,000 bucks. That was a median net worth in $1975. You adjust that with inflation to the year 2000, and it's the 80,000. What they say, 80,000. 1 second. In 2000, yeah, right there. So $25,000 in 1975 was the equivalent of $80,000 in 2000. Well, look at that. Look at that. Now, again, is that 100% right, accurate? I don't know. But you can see under Reagan and Bush, the median net worth went down. Under Clinton, went up from 12, went up, was that 25% essentially. But it gets even worse than this. Look at this. This right here is the next 2002. All right, median net worth and average and annual real GDP. Real is adjusted for inflation. So our GDP is going down here, right? That's our GDP. All right, and look, but here's our GDP. It goes down here from 1984 down to 1991. It goes to zero essentially. That's a recession that we had that kicked Bush out of office. But you can see we still have pretty good GDP, 4% under the Reagan years. But did our net worth go up? No. Net worth didn't go up. Look at this. So the GDP, well, it's going down, but it's still quite high relative to today's standards. The net worth was stagnating and then dropping. You can see right there. That's the median net worth adjusted for inflation. So you can't say, well, look, Josh, an increasing growth in the GDP leads to higher net worth. It doesn't say that. If anything, it says when a GDP is dropping, the net worth goes up. Here's a GDP dropping, the net worth's going up. Here's a GDP dropping, the net worth staying the same. GDP dropping, net worth going down. GDP going up. So there's no correlation that equals causation. There's GDP growing and net worth growing. We just don't see it. Here's that guy. I mean, I don't know how else you look at that. And again, do I blame Reagan? No. I blame the whole globalization strategy of taking away our jobs and sending them overseas. And then my man, Staffs, or what the hell is it, SSG Gunny, he's like, well, why don't you go do the work? Like, why would I do the work? Trust me, you don't want me building things for you. My skill set is not doing that. I'm just telling you right now. When it comes to putting stuff together, I got to call my wife because I don't know how to do that, dude. My brain doesn't work like that. I'm just telling you right now. My wife can see things. My son, who's got dyslexia, he can see it. He's like, oh, I see it. And he can put stuff together like that. My stuff doesn't do that. Now, this guy's like, you should go do the work. And I was like, dude, come on, man. I want people who do the work to get paid a better wage. That's what I want. If you're going to do the work, I want you to get paid the wage. That doesn't mean I'm going to do the work because I suck at that kind of stuff. I'm manufacturing. I don't have the skill set, dude. I love my job. Why would I sacrifice this to go freaking manufacture? I'm not good at it anyway. But there are people who are in that line of work, whether they like to be or not, but they're in it now. They should get a better wage. And under since freaking Nixon with China, Carter with deregulation, Reagan that continued on, all the way to Clinton, it just hasn't happened. These guys have lost wealth as a median net worth shows. It's a big scam. And I fell for it. And I all right, love your thoughts. God bless. If you have experience, let me know. And I hear, well, my dad had nothing and now he has a lot. Dude, I get it. But the median is what it says. The median means half the people have less, half the people have more. And the median net worth went down under these the Reagan and Bush years. It just did. I don't know how else you could look at that. And the GDP was priced wrong. Maybe the economists are all selling us a bunch of bill of goods, wet bags. All right, God bless. I got to put some bread in the oven.